welcome to another From Pages to Screen video. In the month of May, I'm joining 1900 to 1950 Readathon that is hosted by Katie at Books and Things. I want to talk about a book that is written and also set in those times. A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. Additionally, there's a read-along of this book that is hosted by Kate Howe. Because I have read this book quite recently, I will not join this readathon, but I wanted to support them and celebrate this readathon with a special From Pages to Screen video. Tree Grows in Brooklyn is a 1943 semi-autobiographical novel written by Betty Smith. The story focuses on an impoverished but aspirational adolescent girl and her family living in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, during the first 2 decades of the 20th century. The novel is split into 5 books, each covering a different period of time in the characters' lives. Book 1 opens in 1912 and introduces a 11-year-old Francie Nolan, who lives with her 10-year-old brother Cornelius and their parents, Johnny and Katie. Francie relies on her imagination and her love of reading to provide a temporary escape from the poverty that defines her daily existence. The book was an immense success and it was also released in an Armed Services edition, the size of a mass market paperback, to fit in a uniform pocket, and the book affected the soldiers emotionally very much. I read this book about 3 years ago, and I really enjoyed reading this book. It was a very calm book, and I liked the characters and the development of their characters, especially Francie's. I distinctly remember thinking this book is a novel of strong woman characters, each in their own different way. Francine, her mother, her aunt, they were all very strong characters. I really fell in love with them. On the other hand, I have to admit, I found the tempo to be a bit slow for my taste, but I still gave the book a high 4 stars. I highly recommend this book if you like calm and character-focused historical fiction. The book was adapted into a 1945 American drama film, which also marked the debut of famous movie director Elia Kazan. The book was adapted into a movie by Tess Schlesinger and Frank Davis. Like the book, the movie also focuses on the lives of an Irish-American family who lives in poverty. The movie starred Peggy Ann Garner, Dorothy McGuire, Joan Blundell, Lloyd Loyan, Ted Donaldson, and James Dunn. Like the book, the movie was also praised by the critics and received very positive feedback from the audiences. They especially praised the general excellent casting and singled out Garner, who played Francie, and James Dunn, who plays her father. Also, Garner received the Academy Juvenile Award, and James Dunn received the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. And then James Dunn and Connie Marshall starred in CBS radio adaptation of the book, which aired in April 28, 1949 on Hallmark Playhouse. There is another adaptation of the book, which is a 1974 made-for-television movie adaptation, and it is based on the 1945 movie screenplay, and starred Cliff Robertson and Pamela Ferdin. I unfortunately could not find this adaptation, but I will put a link in the description box below. In From Pages to Screen video series, I compared the original work according to 4 criteria: faithfulness to the book, casting choices, acting quality, and my IMDb rating. I try to be as objective as I can in the first two criteria, but of course it's not possible to be completely objective. For faithfulness to the book, I gave the movie a check. Of course, the movie, with its limited time period, could not cover all of the details of a rather long book. But there were some parts which were so sweet, and they unfortunately left out those parts and much more focused on the father-daughter relationship, which was great actually, but it was not totally faithful to the book. For casting, I definitely agree with the general consensus. The casting was excellent, and the actors and the actresses were all cast according to what was their physical appearances and general features were like described in the book. And for acting, I was also very impressed by Peggy Ann Garner, who played Francine, and also James Dunn. So no arguments there. But I also really liked the actress who played the mother and the aunt, who were sort of my favorite characters in the book, and I think they played very decently and displayed the wonderful sisterhood relationship between them. And lastly, for my IMDb rating, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. The same rating that I gave to the book, because I enjoyed the acting, I enjoyed the characters, and I also enjoyed the atmosphere of the movie. On the other hand, it was a bit slow-paced movie for my taste, but like the book, it still received a very high rating. So those were my thoughts on 1945 adaptation of A Tree Grows in Brooklyn by Betty Smith. Please comment down below. Have you read the book? Are you joining the Readathon? And also, have you watched the movie? If you're a new viewer, first of all, welcome. Please like and subscribe. Hope to see you very soon. Bye. As for Turkish word of the day, since the title of the book is A Tree Grows in Brooklyn, I thought tree should be the word of the day. Tree means ağaç in Turkish, and ağaç is our Turkish word of the day. Have a good day.